Have you ever stopped to think about how truly essential numbers are in our daily lives, and not just the simple act of counting one object at a time? Imagine trying to keep track of every single grain of wheat in a harvest, or every animal in a large flock, without any way to group them into tens or hundreds. It would be an impossible task, wouldn't it? Societies began grouping numbers instead of relying solely on one-to-one correspondence, as they transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyles to settled agricultural communities, a shift that occurred roughly 10,000 to 6,000 years ago. This fundamental change in how humans organized their lives directly led to the development of more sophisticated counting systems. The core reason behind this innovation was practical necessity. As communities grew and farming emerged, people needed to manage much larger quantities of items, such as livestock, harvested crops, or traded goods. One-to-one counting, where you match each item with a finger or a mark, became incredibly inefficient and error-prone for quantities beyond a small handful. Grouping allowed for quicker, more accurate tabulation and comparison of these growing inventories, providing a mental shortcut that vastly improved administrative tasks and record-keeping. We can trace the signs of this evolution through archaeological discoveries. Early forms of grouping often involved using natural tools like fingers or toes, which naturally led to base systems, especially base 10 or base 20. Later, physical artifacts such as notched bones or sticks with patterns of marks, and eventually clay tokens or early cuneiform tablets from ancient Mesopotamia, illustrate the practical application of grouping units to representing larger values, essentially moving from tallying to true numeration. This shift wasn't just about counting more items. It fostered entirely new ways of thinking and organizing societies. The ability to group numbers enabled the development of complex economic systems, hierarchical social structures, and even early forms of mathematics, moving beyond simple enumeration to the comparison and manipulation of quantities. This is why civilizations like the Sumerians, Egyptians, and later the Romans all independently developed systems of grouping, recognizing its power for managing complex societies. Ultimately, the adoption of grouping numbers provided the crucial scaffolding for civilization as we know it. It allowed our ancestors to manage resources effectively, build larger communities, and lay the groundwork for sophisticated trade and governance, transforming simple counts into the foundational language of progress and organization for millennia to come.
If you love exploring numbers, like, subscribe, and keep counting with us.